On your marks.
Get set.
Go.
There's a new superhero in town. It's Flash.
I need your help.
National City needs Flash. Oh.
Sorry.
Think you can keep up?
Oh, just you watch.
What's the plan?
Catch a bad girl. 85% chance of punching. For the record, I got here first.
I let you get here first.
I need your help.
Anything you need?
I was actually talking to Barry.
National City needs Flash.
Barry, we've been working on this all week. You're tired, we're tired.
Yeah, but we needed some downtime. And the best way to have fun is for us to go out to the club. Am I right, Team Flash? Let's get turned!
We get to see our group go out and be 25-year-olds and have fun for a change. And so they all go out to a club.
Promise me if we ever do get married, you will not do that dance at our wedding.
There is a new metahuman that shows up who is a speedster.
It was the Flash!
My wallet's gone.
Someone took my purse.
And it's our first female speedster named Trajectory.
Here's a question for you, purely scientific. Was she good looking?
Yeah, I was a little busy getting my ass handed to me, so I didn't really notice.
She is going a lot faster than Barry.
I want to be fast enough to stop zooming any speedster that tries to hurt my friends.
I would not miss the last 5 minutes, for sure.
Hey everybody, The Flash is back. Just in case you guys didn't know, most of the TV shows are back, so I'm going to do a breakdown of this. They have some funny things to say about the clip. What I'm going to do is talk about the Flash footage first, then I'll talk about the Supergirl stuff. So here we go, Flash footage. This actually reminds me of the episode where they were trying to get Barry drunk, or you could think of it as dive bar karaoke, just like a different version of them out having fun. And the really important thing is that Trajectory, I actually didn't know this from watching the previous trailers, she's going to be way faster than Barry when we first meet her. So it sounds like she might have a version of the Velocity 9 formula, like a slightly different version of that, because there are a couple different types of man-made speedsters in the comics, but on the TV show, we only know about the Velocity 9, so it sounds like this other woman might work for Mercury Labs. I don't know how she would have gotten a hold of the Velocity 9 formula, so they might have some other explanation for how she got her speed. But when they talk about needing to watch the last couple of minutes of the episode, what they're talking about is explaining how Barry gets to Kara's Earth on Supergirl. The big Supergirl crossover's next week. They've already closed all the breaches, so he has to get there somehow. So whatever this last couple of minutes of the episode is going to be, it's going to explain how he opens a new wormhole. And it's probably going to have something to do with him trying to be faster to defend his friends. He's talking about Trajectory in the clip. I want to be fast enough to beat Zoom. I want to be fast enough to beat any other speedster that comes along. So whatever the arc is in this episode, him achieving that goal, it will lead him to jump to Kara's Earth. I can't wait to see it. And the cool thing is because the Batman v Superman premiere was just happening, people were asking Zack Snyder about the DC multiverse, and he did say that they are committed to a multiverse in the movies, but he did make it sound like it's not going to connect to the TV shows. You could still choose to believe that. Until they say the multiverse of the movies is going to be different from the multiverse of the TV shows, you can think about it any way you want to. But I know I joked around about Crisis on Infinite Earths. It just sounds like if they did a version of that in the movies, they could still have some sort of multiverse crisis in some future season of The Flash, but I'm not going to hold my breath for that. That seems like way off in the distance. First we have to get Barry jumping to Kara's Earth, then we have to get Kara coming to Barry's Earth, then who knows where it goes from there. There's like 1,000 different comic book directions that they could go. And that says nothing about what's going on in the other DC shows, like the Time Travel, Legends of Tomorrow show, or Arrow, which doesn't really get into a lot of that stuff. Now look at this device on Barry's chest. It looks like this is the reason that he gets to Kara's Earth. It looks a lot like the tachyon device Harrison Wells wore last season to soak up extra speed force. So in the Flash episode, when he talks about being obsessed with getting faster to save his friends, this might be what they create or what they find at the end of the episode that accidentally gets him there. If you didn't see the last crossover video I did for this, I explained the two villains they're going to face together are Silver Banshee and Livewire. We've already met Livewire on Supergirl, but they just teased Silver Banshee at the end of tonight's Supergirl. So if you haven't watched it yet, just check it out for context. For those of you that are asking, yeah, they're totally doing the comic book race thing that Superman and the Flash did. They're totally going to do that at the end of the episode. But Arrow and Flash are back this week, so be sure to subscribe to get my video for that. There's a DC giveaway going on. I'll announce the winner when I post my Flash video. Arrow on Wednesday. There is no Legends of Tomorrow, not till next week, and I'm still working through all my Daredevil videos, so the next one should post really soon. For those asking about my Gotham video, that's going to post to my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/emergencyawesome. In case you guys haven't seen it, you can click here for my Batman v Superman video with every single comic book fight they've ever had, and you can click here for all my Flash videos. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.